My boss installed cameras to catch who was stealing lunches from the break room fridge, read out. It was the CEO's wife who thought it was a community refrigerator for 6 months. Someone had been stealing lunches from our office fridge. Not just occasionally, almost daily. My homemade lasagna, Mark's expensive sushi, even Sarah's clearly labeled allergy-safe meals. Just as the air manager finally installed a hidden camera, this morning we watched in stunned silence as the CEO's wife casually browsed through our lunches like it was a whole Fjord display, before selecting my chicken pesto sandwich and walking away with a smile. It started like any office mystery, a missing yogurt here, a vanished sandwich there. At first, we assumed people were just forgetful about their own food, but when Eric's birthday cake, clearly labeled the Dow Not Tooch, Birth Dairy Sapristi, disappeared before the celebration, our small marketing team declared war. I spent $65 on that cake. Work fumed. It had edible gold on it. We tried everything, passive-aggressive notes, decoy lunches, elaborate labeling systems. I even bought a lunchbox with a combination lock. Nothing worked. The phantom lunch thief was relentless. Our manager Greg initially dismissed it as not a priority issue until his homemade beef Wellington, which he'd bragged about all morning, vanished. The next day he announced he'd installed a small camera disguised as a phone charger facing the refrigerator. We'll catch this criminal in the act, he promised. Suddenly invested now that his own lunch had been victimized. We gathered in the conference room the following morning to review the footage. Greg connected his laptop to the projector with the solemnity of a detective about to crack a major case. Prepare yourselves, he warned. It could be anyone. The footage showed our normal office routine, people depositing lunches in the morning, retrieving them at appropriate times. Then at 11:43 a.m., Melissa Winters, our CEO's wife of 15 years, strolled into the break room like she owned the place, which technically her husband did. She opened the refrigerator, examined at least 8 clearly labeled containers, selected my chicken pesto sandwich, which had Osseo Not Towich written in bold Sharpie, and walked out humming. The room fell silent. She's been coming in 3 times a week to surprise her husband for lunch, Greg finally said, checking the previous day's footage, and apparently helping herself to our food every single time. But why, asked Sarah, they're worth millions. She could buy the entire deal here. Maybe she thinks it's a community refrigerator, Mark suggested, like at their country club. Greg looked pained. I can't exactly accuse the CEO's wife of theft. That's when our intern Zoe, who rarely spoke in meetings, cleared her throat. Actually, you don't have to. I'll handle it. The next day, Zoe placed a beautifully wrapped basket in the break room with a note. For Mrs. Winters, we noticed you've been enjoying our homemade lunches. Here is a selection of our favorite recipes and ingredients, so you can try making them yourself. We're so flattered by your interest in our cooking. Entredly, the Ebenschkeen inside was a cookbook, some basic ingredients, and a $200 gift card to an upscale grocery store. Mrs. Winters never took another lunch. Instead, 2 days later, our break room was renovated with a new refrigerator, microwave, and coffee machine. A note on the fridge read, I misunderstood the situation. Please accept my apology and these upgrades. MW. She also sent each of us a $500 DoorDash gift card. Sometimes the best way to handle awkward situations isn't confrontation. It's giving someone a graceful way to save face while making things right. And sometimes the person stealing your lunch might just be someone who genuinely doesn't understand that. Not all refrigerators are meant for sharing. The new Fresa machine makes excellent coffee, by the way.